up, guys? This is Shane and you're watching Tales from the Tent. On today's Tales from the Tent, I want to talk about something that's very important to a lot of floaters, and it's how to enhance your creativity when you're floating. And I am very much a creator and inventor, and I use the float tank to support and almost enhance my creative abilities. And I got a few ways you can help do that on your own. So the first one I like to do, and this works with floating or with anything in life, but a lot of times setting the intention sets up your subconscious to go ahead and make things happen in your life. And I'm very much a believer in this. So how I use it for floating is when I'm getting into a float tank, I go, you know, today's purpose of this session is I'm going to create whatever it is, this invention, this song, this whatever you're creating. I'm going to have some big breakthroughs in thought and understanding of this in my float today, and that's what I'm expecting. And then you go into your tank and you let your subconscious kind of take over, figuring it out and coming up with those big ideas and breakthroughs. So I would say set your intentions on your creative stuff before you get in your float. The second one with creativity is so say you're creating something, you spend all your day thinking about it, which is something I very much do. So I'll think and think and think and going to bed thinking, waking up thinking, and you're always in that state of kind of rushed thinking. Well, if you're going to get in here and think about it, first get in the float tank and try and achieve the state of relaxation. So try, before you think on your creation, first get in here with the intent to totally wind down that motor and get it running slower at a different wavelength, at a more calm and peaceful place, because then you'll think different thoughts that you haven't already been thinking, if that makes sense. So when you hop in to create, first meditate and turn the thoughts off, breathe, tense, whatever you got to do to get in that float zone. And then once you've really reached the zone and you're like, I feel great, then go into thinking, because your brain's going to be more powerful and it's going to have different thoughts. And I really believe the float tank enhances your thinking ability because your brain's not spending its energy trying to monitor the world around it. So the float tank is an awesome, awesome place to create. The last thing I would say, I'm very much a visualizer when I'm creating stuff. So when I was creating my original float tank in my basement, I spent time just laying in bed thinking how it's going to go together and hinge, and how it's going to insulate, and how it's going to pump the water. So visualization is so powerful in a float tank. So when you're in here, you can imagine your invention or your song or say it's a painting or whatever you're creating. Visualize yourself doing it, completing it, creating it, see it happen, see reactions, see the future after it's created. So visualize your creation in here. It's very, very powerful. And I have used the float tank for creation. I would recommend anyone should, if you don't have a float tank, go into a float center and just try doing creation type work in a float tank. It's pretty amazing. So happy creative floating, guys, and see you next time.